Hello, this is Truman. We continue our lessons in personal evangelism. I want us to have a part 2 on this principle found in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 6. The Apostle Paul said, I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. And going from house to house and trying to start a mission church several times, I discovered this principle that God had a Lydia. God had someone like the eunuch that was reading scriptures and asking the questions of whom does this speak? That God already had those that someone prayed for, someone had shared their testimony, and their hearts were prepared. Somebody had already planted the gospel seed, somebody had watered and cultivated, and they were close to the point of giving their heart to Jesus. In fact, I can remember going through a neighborhood in Spokane, and I was asking the Lord, lead me to that Lydia. And lead me to that one, Lord, that first convert as we start this new mission. And as I went into this subdivision, I came to a home, and there I met Joan. And I shared my testimony. The Holy Spirit began to work in her heart, and she prayed to receive Christ. She understood the gospel. But you see, her sister had got saved. She saw a change in her sister's life. Her sister had shared Jesus with her. And so somebody had gone before. Somebody had planted the gospel seed, cultivated and watered. I just happened to be there to be able to see God give the increase. Let me encourage you. I've seen this happen so many times. In most cases, I'd go from house to house and not many people were interested. But then I'd meet someone that as though they were just waiting for me to arrive to share Jesus with them because God had already prepared their heart. This happened so many times, I began to ask a question. I would say, do you have someone that you've heard a testimony like this before? And they would say, yes, my brother got saved and he shared his testimony just like you shared. And I can identify with your testimony because of my brother's story. And then I would share and someone would say, my mother, that's what happened to my mother and she shared with me. And so your testimony will ring the bell of their heart if they have a father, mother, brother, or sister, or someone else who have received Christ and they've been part of this process of personal evangelism, whether it's watering, giving a testimony, inviting them to church, cultivating. So be encouraged. God has that Lydia waiting for you to come and share your story, your testimony, and share the gospel.